Yeah, Hux.
Well, that's definitely one way to start a stream.
Oh,
I thought you were still in countdown. I was the only one waiting back, so I'm like, everybody.
Hey, it got the job done.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
No, you're good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In the Margins. I'm Eli. As always, I'm joined with Jared,
howdy.
Brian, and
Well,
I'm not sorry.
I don't know how to follow that up.
Not sorry
I
at
don't-
all. I just finished eating.
I don't know if that picked up, which makes me sad. I really hope it did. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that one picked up.
That one did pick up.
Mhm.
We are a disgusting bunch. Anyways, welcome.
Excuse.
Welcome everybody. We hope you're having a fantastic day. Tomorrow is 4th of July, so we hope you're gonna have a fantastic celebration if you are a,
American.
fellow American like the rest of us. Although,
If you're non-American,
No,
you
I'm
can
pretty
still
sure
celebrate the loss of the British.
Almost everyone celebrates some sort of 4th of July.
I don't.
Yeah,
in
that's
the year.
right. They are like responsible for like the most Independence Days like in the world.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see. But either way, we hope you guys are enjoying your July. It's a lovely summer so far, if it is a little scorching.
Just a little.
Just a little. But we are now another 3 episodes deep of Chronicles of Amaria. We last left off with everybody surviving a massive river flood, which
I
was
drowned.
insane. Yeah, you did almost drown, yeah. Which is honestly, I think that was probably one of the most impressive things that I've seen in a while, because every single roll was just both incredibly unlucky or incredibly lucky. There was no in between on the scaling for that, which was honestly truly impressive. But how did you guys feel after all of that? How was
Traumatized?
Exhausted.
exhausted? I definitely think that was one of those sessions where I felt tired with you guys afterwards, because I was just like, I don't want you guys to die. But we'll see what
you want us
happens.
to die?
It was, I don't want you guys to
No.
die, but this is definitely
They
going
want
to be a struggle.
not Redwood, Seven to die. Because he does not care at all about
Absolutely.
anything.
7 does not go down easily.
No, he does not.
And yet, that was the closest I've ever gone down.
Yeah, you were the only one who really had any struggles truly with the entire ordeal.
No, I mean in the entire campaign, that was the closest to me going down
Oh!
that has ever happened.
In all of 13 episodes, you have not gone down once. That's impressive.
Yeah,
I
knock
was
on
on
wood.
2 death saving throws. 2 fails.
Yeah, knock on wood. The DM doesn't decide. Hey, let's just knock him down.
Nah, if anyone's gonna die, it'll be 7. If I orchestrate anyone's death, it'll be his.
I have accepted that fate.
Yeah, joke's on you. I become the accidental victim in that, and Devin just survives somehow.
I'd be impressed. I'd honestly be impressed. But
Looking at my rolls
knowing
last time.
knowing Jared's bullshit, probably.
Well, for what do you mean by particularly bullshit?
Your luck just being absolute garbage. Like
Well, garbage for you, but not for me.
I'm convinced that you had some sort of leprechaun bless your dice with good luck, because at this rate.
Well, he is Irish, so
True, I am.
That is fair.
So, either A, I'm already part leprechaun, or B, I found the pot of gold and got him to give me a wish.
That
No,
is
I'm
also.
pretty sure you have him bound and gagged in your closet.
You're very quiet, Casey.
Well, that too.
Microphone up. Is that better?
Perfect. You sounded like you were in the distance, like you were on the other side of your room. Oh, there he goes.
Is this better?
No.
There he goes to the other side of his room.
But yeah, there are a couple of things that I would like to discuss today. One of them being what is everyone's theories in terms of things that are occurring so far? Like, what kind of thoughts do you have on all of it? Because now you're in winter and everything. So, I'm curious.
Chisel's either very lucky that he managed to somehow go across the river, or he was blessed with water breathing and just...
That is true. You are from the
As-
Knotted Rise.
I am from the Knotted Rise. I am blind and don't know how to swim. How did I cross the river the first time?
You probably had help, I would say.
Yeah.
You most likely had help, and it was most likely not winter.
Which makes it even worse. Just, it's not winter. Then how did I cross a raging river?
Well,
Well,
the river probably wasn't raging. It just had a stoppage and then a surge from ice breaking.
yeah, that's what
That
happens.
sounds about right.
The mountaintops, something rumbled in the mountains, shaking the earth, and that broke the ice dam that was up at the waterfall. And when that broke, all that water that was being held back suddenly started rushing in, and that was kind of like where everything went wrong.
Yeah.
I will say, I did have some sort of environmental sort of thing planned. It was not going to be the river at first.
What was it gonna be?
I have
Since we're technically past that point.
yeah, since
An avalanche.
since you're technically past that point, it was probably gonna be like you guys literally caught in the middle of a absolutely terrible blizzard. Because winter is very much, coming in full force, despite the fact that it just started a few weeks ago. Either that or either that or like a landslide while you guys were traveling through the mountains. But I decided, you know what? Fuck it, river.
River time.
River time.
Honestly, I would have liked the blizzard better than almost drowning.
Suck.
So I'm very
Well,
glad
hey.
that I somehow bullshitted my way out through like a prayer or two.
I love the fact that it was like literally you were on the brink of death, and you were just like, "Fuck it, God." And you got thrown. It wasn't like a gentle pickup or anything like that. You got
I got
thrown
yeeted.
out of the water.
I
This guy was
starfish.
just watching him. It's like, hey, can you help me? Fucking idiot. Yoink, thwink.
How about that levitation though from that wild magic roll?
Oh my
Honestly,
god.
that was very clutch.
That was probably the luckiest thing ever that I have ever seen.
I've never had wild magic go right for me. I've played a wild magic barbarian, which has caused some weird shit, but never correct shit.
Like spotting
that was like
clovers
that
everywhere.
that was like pure happenstance too, because like you used that special ability that you got that gave you that that made you had to roll like a D100, right? And then it was like all of a sudden you rolled the exact number that you needed to float above the raging water.
Yeah, that was kind of convenient.
Totally not scripted at all.
His roll is on the Roll20. We can confirm that it was correct.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can't. I don't know if you can delete chat off of Roll20.
You cannot. So that is 100%,
Legit.
legit
On
Weird.
table.
on table.
It's fate.
It's weird.
It's wild magic.
It's wild
It's
magic.
supposed to be weird.
It's supposed to be
It's
weird.
Maybelline.
No.
Anyways, what are we
anyways.
doing for this stream?
That is an excellent question. I had a couple ideas. There's actually a fun little party game that we could play.
Oh.
There is a game called Death by AI, where you are given a prompt and you put in how you think you would survive that scenario, and the person who survived the most scenarios wins. But the AI is the one that determines if you win or if you don't. So I figured that would be a fun little thing for us to do today, as both a little way to see how our brains work for certain situations, and to see how creative we can get with our problem solving skills. It is a browser game, so you can look it up on Google and stuff, and it will pop up. But I figured it would be like something fun for us to do today.
I don't have problem solving skills. I create the problems.
Yeah, I was gonna save all this recording and then use it to plan out the next few sessions and everything else from here on out to make sure, like, okay, Jared is gonna most likely do this based off of this.
That means that means we have to think ahead.
Indeed.
I know that's not something you guys do often, but
Do you think I think?
Well, speak for yourself.
well, how do you guys feel about doing it today?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, down for it.
All right,
Until we all die.
that is what we shall do today. And
We
I
gotta figure out
actually
how to get the game to stream on Twitch.
don't worry, I'm working on it. Because fun fact, I actually prepared for us to game on certain for streams and stuff.
Wild. So we play Jackbox next time?
We could play Jackbox next time.
Oh shit. Yeah.
If we so wished.
Or I imagine Eli builds a Kahoot of all fucking trivia questions about the campaign to see who was paying attention.
I would do that. I would do that.
You would.
That's the funny part about that.
It's not an if, it's a when.
I would.
It's not an if, it's a when.
I hate to say it, but I would probably fail the quiz.
Hey, you know what? It happens to the best of us. Alright.
I have the memory of a dead goldfish that keeps swimming in a circle.
If it's
At
swimming in
least
a
yours is swimming.
how is it swimming if it's supposed to be dead?
Someone put a stir stick in it.
Someone put a stir stick in it. No.
I was thinking body twitches, but can I change my answer?
No.
The goldfish is going in circles because someone's forcing it to.
All right. While I'm getting this set up, you guys go ahead and open the game. It is a browser game again, so you guys can.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to click join game, but we don't have a room code.
Oh right.
I just typed in a random number. Oh no.
Brian.
Can confirm that works.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I just did, and it threw me in a room.
I did 4885 and just popped up with a random name.
I did 4638. It's like, please enter a name.
Sure, just type in "death by AI."
What?
It's the first
Yeah.
one that comes up.
I also forgot the name of the game. So that's why I was asking. That's Google Images. I need this. Mine's well, since we're doing that, get my second monitor working.
Oh, look, a closet.
Do the rest of us get to be in corners?
The rest of you guys get to be in corners.
Corners. What?
Looking at Twitch stream.
Just gotta make sure everyone's the right size.
I get a corner.
Man, how come Brian gets a corner and I don't?
You don't exist yet.
But I want to exist.
I got thrown off screen.
You get a box, but it gets to exist in another plane. Roll for planar teleportation.
I got a 3.
Well, guess you're going to hell.
Oh, darn.
I feel like that'd be a nat 1.
Nat
think-
1 is non-existence.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that one is non-existence.
Nat 1's the void. I would survive there. I would not survive in hell.
I'm the stream captain now.
I am the captain now.
No, you're not.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Okay, we got that one, and now all we gotta do is add Jared's.
I'm
Streamlabs
ugly.
desktop. Beautiful performance. Something.
Ah! It's the Florida man. The
Where?
Florida. It's a Floridian alcoholic that sells cars.
Do you mean
You
a
described me?
Floridian?
What?
Do you mean Floridian?
I'm not looking forward to this.
What do you mean? It's
I'm
gonna
sure
be
it's gonna be a
great.
grand old time.
It's gonna be
I'm not
fantastic.
creative. I'm not
Yeah.
creative enough for this.
Welcome to your first lesson.
Now all we need is the room code.
Now all I need to do is put on a window capture.
I wish I had a second monitor. But I don't.
Casey?
I have 2 monitors.
I know, but it's like you got him so many of the other stuff he has for this.
He only really got me the camera.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
had
mean,
everything else.
Not a small thing.
It was better than the camera I had before.
Alrighty. Oh, hang on. There we
Oh.
go. Alright.
What is the room code?
Choose your pathetic human meat pile?
Yes.
It's a potato.
Bitch potato? Can I do this?
No.
Alright.
Why not?
Because I can't do that. I'm a potato.
Too bad.
Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to. It's really
What?
loud.
The cats are what?
There you go.
Now, people.
I actually can't
Alright.
hear anything. Oh, music bot's quiet.
Cause I kicked it.
We must provide the tunes ourselves. Bebop, bebop, bop, bop, bop.
Well, no, there's an Casey. How are you moving around?
What do you mean?
Casey, how are you moving?
What?
On the stream?
No, it's like characters moving.
Is he actually? Wait, is he in the room? Did he get the room code?
Yeah, the room code was 4NBE.
That would have been good to know.
Sorry.
It was sitting at the top of the screen.
How creative do you want the names to be?
I just used my name. Also, Casey, how are you? Oh, I see.
I got that jiggle ass boy.
Hey, how do we move?
There's like a little circle. If you click and drag it.
Oh, it's all the way over there. I'm a
Oh.
potato.
Like this game is made for mobile or something.
I must choose the temple in which I shall grace this world in.
Very.
I'm literally just a small ball.
Two of you choose the same thing.
As soon as Brian said, like, I clicked it, and it's like, I'm just a small ball. I'm like, oh.
Wait, I don't see. Okay, there they are.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
There you go. You have fallen out of a plane and your parachute won't open. Enter your survival strategy.
I think I spelled something wrong. Oh well.
Very curious to see what everyone comes up with.
It'd be really great if an English person could English properly.
Are you guys struggling to type?
Probably use like funny answers, but I did a legitimate ish.
Let's see.
My fate has been sealed.
You've fallen out of a plane and your parachute won't open. Eli tries to use the person attached to me as a landing pad, breaking my fall.
Oh.
Let's see. Eli's desperate attempt to use the person attached to them as a landing pad proved futile. As they plummeted towards the ground, the force of the impact was too great and the person was crushed beneath their weight. Eli's own body was broken and battered with fatal injuries resulting from the brutal landing. I did not survive.
Sounds about right. Oh, Kasu?
Read out what you write.
Spread out your arms and legs, look for something soft, and pray. Increase your air resistance.
Read out what you both wrote and like basically read out your turn.
We have
for attempt to spread out their arms and legs as little to slow down their descent. As they scan the ground below, they spot a small cluster of bushes, but it's too late. The impact is brutal, and Casey's body is crushed beneath the force of the landing, ending their life in an instant.
Commit and nosedive.
Okay, I can't be mad at that.
Mashed Potato's reckless decision to nosedive towards the ground resulted in a fatal impact, as the wind resistance was unable to slow down their plummeting descent. The force of the crash was immense, causing severe trauma to their body and ultimately leading to their demise. This was a horrible one to start out with, Eli. As the dust settled, the only
That's
sound was a eerie silence of the desolate landscape, a grim reminder of the player's ill-fated attempt to defy gravity.
And last but certainly not least, Lupin tries to aim for the nearest body of water and make himself as thin as possible, like a needle. Lupin's desperate attempt to aim for the nearest body of water and flatten themselves like a needle ultimately proved futile. As they hurled towards the ground, the impact was severe, and Lupin's body was crumbled upon landing. The force of the crush was too great, and Lupin's injuries were fatal.
So none of us survived that. Good to know.
That one was a horrible one to start out with.
Well, now Casey is selecting the scenario, so let's see. You can also write your own. Curious to see what it comes up with for this.
Oh man, I have to come up with one.
You don't have to come up with one. You can also just press the refresh and it'll pop one up for you.
Just go all random.
Oh,
Your fate has been sealed. Oh no.
the Goblin King demands you entertain him or die.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Okay.
I actually tried with this one.
I didn't.
It's a little. I think it'd be funny if it works.
Judging.
Your fate has been sealed.
Luckily, Jared covers up the advertisement in the top corner.
Alright, Lupin tries to. Gives the nearest goblin peasant a wedgie and then says, "What's the deal with airplane food?"
Oh my god.
In a bit of defiance, Lupin gives the nearest goblin peasant a wedgie and tries to lighten the mood with a classic joke about airplane food. The Goblin King roars with laughter and at the unexpected act of rebellion. Impressed by Lupin's boldness, the Goblin King spares their life and allows them to leave unharmed.
Oh, you
How-
motherfucker.
How did you survive that?
He survived. That's impressive. Eli tries to punt the nearest and smallest goblin before grabbing an air horn and blasting it in the king's ears.
No, Eli tries to eye punt.
Eli's quick thinking surprises the Goblin King as they swiftly punt the nearest goblin and blast an air horn in the king's ears. The loud noise causes chaos in the throne room, giving Eli an opportunity to escape. In the confusion, Eli manages to make their way out of the king's lair and survive. Yeah!
Oh, I'm gonna be the only
Huh.
person to die today, aren't I?
I did it.
Who knows? He might do well.
I don't know. It could go anywhere.
Casey tries to pull a random assortment of things out of my bag, some of which are shiny, and attempt to tell a story worthy of a king. Casey rummages through their bag, producing a jingling assortment of shiny objects, a half-eaten sandwich, and a rubber chicken. They attempt to string together a tale of adventure and bravery, but their worlds fall flat against the Goblin King's skeptical gaze. In the end, the king's patience wears thin, and with his misplaced hands, He summons his guards to dispatch Casey for their poor storytelling. Yikes.
Casey, if you're the only one who dies here, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Please, Brian, survive
I
this.
tried to do a little jig while singing, or maybe just kill the king first, becoming the new king.
Oh, that works.
Mashed Potatoes' attempt at a jig was awkward and poorly timed, causing the king to burst into a fit of laughter. Of course he did. In the midst of his golfing, the king guards took advantage of the distraction to sneak up behind Mashed Potato and strike them down. As they lay dying, the king's laughter finally subsided, and he turned to Mashed Potato with a wicked grin, proclaiming them the most entertaining victim he had ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
Yay! I
Okay.
live.
Wow, guys.
Because I gave his-
I can't believe that the stupid shit actually worked.
What's the deal with airlines?
I was gonna make a joke about pulling out a piece of paper and starting a game of D&D.
How'd that work for you?
Well, apparently I had a half-eaten sandwich.
Yeah, not the best place to start off with.
No, not at all.
Casey's just sulking.
Casey's not having a good time.
I'm thinking. I just have resting depressed face.
Get ready.
What would you do if you were trapped in a mall with a silverback gorilla?
Oh, I misspelled that.
It's okay. This is probably in poor taste.
Shoot it with a gun.
This is probably really poor taste, but it's what I'm going with.
Name it Harambe.
Casey tries to go to the nearest sporting goods store and snag a dart gun, and maybe while I'm at it, and maybe a new hat while I'm at it.
Oh my god.
Casey swiftly enters the sporting goods store, eyes scanning the shelves for a dart gun. Oh, it's gonna tell you there's not one. They manage to grab a dart gun and a new hat, but their excitement is short-lived as a silverback gorilla bursts in, its eyes fixed on the prize. Casey, caught off guard, is quickly overwhelmed, pinned to the ground as the gorilla's massive hands crush the windpipe. It was a good plan with a hat.
Was it though?
Uh-huh.
Eli tries to throw a small child at it and yell Harambe no, hoping security will shoot it dead.
Yes.
Why?
Because.
Eli's plan was ill-conceived and reckless. The silverback gorilla, enraged by the sudden assault, quickly dispatched the child. Oh my god! And turned its attention to Eli. As the beast charged, Eli's desperate yell of Harambe no was drowned out by the sound of their own screams as they were brutally mauled to death.
So is your plan that much better?
No.
Mashed Potatoes try and stay as far away from it as I can. Mashed Potato tries to stay as far away from the silverback gorilla as possible, but the aggressive beast is relentless. It begins to stalk them, its eyes fixed on its prey. In a desperate attempt to escape, they turn to run, but the gorilla is too fast and it quickly catches up, pinning them to the ground and ending their chance of survival.
Damn.
It'd be hilarious if I survived this.
Don't.
It'd be fun. Nice too. Give the gorilla a banana, then fly away like a bird.
Like a bird. Gotta fly like a bird.
The boss attempt to give the silverback gorilla a banana was met with a swift and powerful swipe with the gorilla's massive hand. Banana was torn from Lupin's grasp and sent flying back at them, striking with incredible force. As they stumbled backwards, the gorilla charged, and Lupin's futile attempt to fly away like a bird ended with a crushing impact on the mall floor.
Easy.
Guys,
Yay, no one survived.
guys, we're bad at surviving really serious situations.
Have you seen this campaign?
The only time I managed to survive any dying effect was by praying.
That is true.
Hey, I tried praying that first round. It didn't go so well.
I'm curious.
Wait, I just realized our fucking code is Ranbei.
That is, isn't it?
What are you selecting?
I'm nervous, but also excited.
I will not survive this game at
You will
all.
not.
We're gonna have fun here.
Stepped on a mine and it will detonate if you lift your foot.
I am very happy if anyone gets this reference. I would be very happy.
I will be very impressed if someone also gets my reference.
Not all references work as represented by Harambe.
It's worth a shot.
It is. It's always worth a shot.
Who's going first?
Oh,
I am. Oh no. Mashed Potatoes tries to sing Country Roads.
That was the song! God damn it, I put the wrong one in!
As Mashed Potatoes begins singing Country Roads, their voice resonates through the air, causing momentary distraction from the imminent danger at their feet. The intense force and calmness that came with the familiar tune allowed them to carefully shift their weight off the mine without triggering the detonation, escaping certain death.
I put the wrong song in.
What'd you put?
I put Sweet Home Alabama! Starts to swing Sweet Home Alabama before detonating it, killing the enemies around me. Eli bravely starts singing Sweet Home Alabama while their foot is still on the mine, causing confusion among the enemies around them. As the enemies try to figure out what's happening, the mine detonates, resulting in a massive explosion that takes out the enemies but also fatally injures Eli. I call that a win, thank you very much.
You got the reference wrong.
I did get the reference wrong, I'm so upset.
That's not a win then.
That's a failure. Casey tries to fill my shoe with sand to the point where it weighs enough to keep the mine held, then walk away with only one shoe. Casey frantically tries to fill their shoe with sand, but the mine's timer is ticking away.
Apparently,
Hey,
last time-
Don't
that's
have
bullshit.
timers.
As they finish filling their shoe, they attempt to carefully lift their foot, but the added weight isn't enough to counterbalance the mine's explosive force. That's why I said enough! The mine detonates, sending Casey flying and ending their desperate attempt to survive.
Leg over there, torso over there.
hey, get this. Lupin tries to sing Sweet Home Country Roads, Take Me Home. Then when I reach the chorus, kick the mine into the air and leap away.
Yeah, you're
I
fucked.
screwed it up because I also had
I'm the only one who didn't do a reference.
the sound of their off-key warbling fills the air. But in a moment of reckless abandon, they attempt to kick the mine into the air, only to have detonate with a deafening blast, sending shrapnel flying in all directions. Lupin's body is torn apart by the explosion, and they succumb to their injuries. Their musical aspirations forever silenced.
Jesus.
I
Guys,
We all
survived
did the
one.
exact same reference.
I survived one. Yay! sweet Cameron. Oh no, what did you
You need to survive in a room with no food or water for 14 days with only one other person with you. How do you survive?
I think I love my answer. Thank you very much.
Mine's a little gross, but I went with it anyways.
Mine's dumb. I'm not cannibalizing.
Neither am I.
I probably misspelled this word, but let's see how it works.
Judging.
Your fate has been sealed. Who goes first?
Casey tries to bring the hero Food Boy from the Disney movie Food Boy, and we eat bread.
What?
What the
It
fuck
was a
happened?
fucking old. It was one of those old wild Disney movies of the kid who summons food from his hands.
I have never heard of
I haven't
that.
heard of it either.
Some of the hero from Food Boy was futile. The room remained empty and silent. You said a second person. Despite their efforts, Casey and the person in the room continued to starve and dehydrate, leading to a swift decline in health. On the 14th day, their bodies weakened by hunger and thirst. Casey summoned to exhaustion and eventually died.
The root person was already in the room with you. Eli tries to use my piss as a source of water, attempting to eat my companion locked in with me.
Of course, you went with that option.
That's why they wrote this prompt.
Eli's decision to use their own urine as a source of water was a futile attempt at survival. The urine, contaminated with bacteria and other harmful substances, only led to further dehydration and illness.
Bear Grylls would disagree with you there.
In the end, Eli's companion, who had been locked in the room with them, was too weak to escape and eventually succumbed to starvation and hydration, joining Eli in their untimely demise. Well,
He also filtered his piss, Jared. Mashed Potato tries to taking down the door so it becomes a bigger room with the other half full of water and food. Mashed Potato's attempt to take down the door was futile, as the metal proved too strong for them to breach. The effort left them exhausted and dehydrated, and they collapsed into a dry, barren floor. As the days passed, Mashed Potato's body began to weaken. They eventually succumbed to thirst and hunger, their body ravaged by the harsh conditions. I had the least...
Lupin tries to.
Jesus.
I meditate connecting with the vastness of the universe and ascending into a spiritual form, or knock my roommate unconscious.
unconscious.
Like I said, I misspelled it because I don't know how to spell consciousness. Lupin tries to meditate, but unfortunately their spiritual journey does not provide them the sustenance they need to survive. As days pass by, their physical body weakens and their roommate, now unconscious, is unable to help. Lupin succumbs to dehydration and starvation.
None of us, we all, only... Who? What?
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. Wanna go again?
I am a potato.
I don't know.
Well,
These feel too
here.
opinionated.
It's not us making, it's not us who are making it if you survive or if you live. It's the AI.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, what do
Let's
we
see.
got? Gravity starts
Gravity starts
increasing.
increasing steadily. This is a boring answer, but hey, let's see what happens.
Quite pleased with
I
my answer.
I left mine very open to see what happens.
Who's first? I am! I tried to inform the universe that it is opposite day, and it's not increasing but decreasing, tying myself down in the process. As Eli tries to inform the universe that gravity is decreasing, they instead become tangled in their own attempt to tie themselves down. The increasing gravity proves too much to make restraints, and they're slowly pulled towards the ground. In the end, Eli's confusion and inability to adapt to the situation ultimately led to their demise. Fuck!
Sounds about right.
Casey tries to hijack a rocket to get off the planet and let gravity continue since I'll be in space. As Casey hijacked the rocket, they realize that the increasing gravity is too strong for the vessel to escape the planet's atmosphere. That's why you do it a day early. The rocket's engine strained against the force, but was no match for the planet's gravitational pull. Casey's plane ended in a fiery crash, killing him instantly.
Hey, at least it
I
wasn't...
really want the robot to answer these to figure out like what it thinks is an actual answer.
Mashed Potato tries to go into a body of water and float.
I feel like that would just,
Hold on. I want to see what he answers. As Mashed Potato plunged into the water, they felt the increased gravity pulling them down with unnatural force. The water surface begins to churn and foam as they struggle to stay afloat, but it is no use. The weight of the water was too much, and they slowly dragged beneath the surface.
Yeah, sounds
Mashed
about
Potato's
right.
screams were muffled as the water closed over their head, and they succumbed to the crushing pressure.
wait, does
You
that
get to see
mean
as a tan before you die.
what, did that mean that the pressure of gravity caused the water to start boiling then?
Yeah.
Anyway, Lupin tries to get into a rocket and escape Earth's gravity.
Wow. It didn't
Good.
work for
Same
Casey.
idea, Casey.
See?
They managed to climb inside, but the rocket's engines are still unpowered and unable to escape the crushing force. The intense pressure ultimately causes the rocket's hull to collapse, and Lupin's body is crushed, ending their attempt to flee.
Yeah. It would be
That-
hilarious if essentially me and Casey put the same answer, but one of us made it, one of us didn't. I'm thinking of a... Okay, what scenario do I want to put you all through?
Definitely going to be interesting to sort of make our brains work for this one.
Scenario incoming.
You get transported into another universe.
We get isekai'd!
Oh no.
Really? Did you guys know you can't type in survive?
You also can't type in safe.
That's shit. You can't type in alive.
I did it.
Let's not misspell that word.
We got
Mashed Potato tries to try and work out a plan to become a king and rule a country.
was country the word that you almost
Yeah.
misspelled?
Mashed Potato's
Oh.
plan to become a king was met with skepticism by the locals, who were more interested in their own petty squabbles than elevating a stranger to the throne. As they attempted to rally support, they were met with resistance. Eventually, a group of angry villagers chased them down and beheaded them in a fit of rage. The kingdom was plunged into chaos, and a new ruler was soon crowned, but Mashed Potato's ambition had ultimately led to their downfall.
Hey, at least you're going down in history.
As the
True.
mad,
I am
as a
perfectly
mad
fine.
peasant,
I am perfectly fine as the world I get sent to is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Eli tries to adapt to the peaceful world of Animal Crossing New Horizons, but struggles to find a way back to their own universe. They spend their days fishing, decorating their virtual home, and befriending the adorable animal inhabitants. As the days turn into weeks, Eli's sense of purpose slowly returns and they begin to thrive in their new life, ultimately finding happiness and survival in this unexpected new world. Yes! I win.
Because you
Casey
chose the
tries
easy
to
route.
pretend like I belong in the new universe, learn the culture, and buy a house far away from any adventuring party.
they'd always find you.
We always find you.
Casey's attempts to blend in was initially successful as he managed to learn some basic phrases and customs of the new universe. However, their efforts were soon thwarted. They stumbled upon a group of adventurers who recognized him as an outsider.
Uh-oh.
In a desperate attempt to flee, Casey was caught and brutally killed by the group's leader, who saw them as a threat to their own survival.
You got isekai'd and
Aw.
killed for it. That's hilarious.
Le Pont tries to. I get no overpowerability, become the hero of legend, destined to defeat the Demon King and save the world.
Alright, free Ren, relax.
Lupin stumbled upon a mysterious ancient home hidden deep within the ruins. It's lagging on my end, so you're gonna.
In the ruins of a forgotten
City.
city.
As they opened the book, a binding of light enveloped them, and they felt overwhelming surge of power coursing through their veins. However, the power came at a terrible cost. They soon discovered that their newfound abilities were fueled by their own life force, and they were slowly being drained of their vitality.
It comes with a cost.
Dang. Dang.
It didn't even say if you defeated the Demon King either. It just said your power
It
sucked your
didn't.
life out of you.
He
I guess
died
I
at
didn't
level
get to
5.
that part yet.
Alright, Jared.
Oh no. How long are you typing, Jared?
Jesus, yeah.
At least the song's good.
Feels like an iRobot song.
Mhm.
You are in a mechanical bull riding competition. The victor riches. The bull is on wheels and in a maze. Oh. Huh.
I have no idea what to do with a mechanical bull riding competition.
Mine is incredibly stupid, but I am so excited to see where the thing takes it.
This AI is very
It's very picky about what it thinks would
Mhm.
result in
and
your
very
survival.
biased.
I don't think it's biased.
Casey hasn't survived once.
I didn't even finish because I had to change words. But oh well,
Well, your fate's been sealed, so
my fate has been
oh
sealed.
well. Who goes first? The one who didn't finish.
And the both for
Yep. Ride the bull through the maze for as long as possible before leaping off it at the last second before it crashes into a wall. That's supposed to be what it's supposed to be. But anyway, Lupin rode the ball through the maze, dodging walls and obstacles with ease.
Uh-oh.
As they approached the final turn, they leapt off the bull's back, landing safely in the soft padding. With a triumphant cry, Lupin stood up, victorious and unscathed, their grip on the bull's rein still firm as they raised their arms in celebration.
What?
I just survived!
I tried to ride the bull like a skateboard, kick flipping it to victory.
Really?
Yep. Eli's confidently hops on the bull using their skateboarding skills to navigate the maze with impressive speed. As they attempt to kickflip, the bull unexpectedly veers off course, crashing into a wall and throwing Eli off. Despite their valiant effort, luck runs out as they land headfirst on the hard grind, resulting in fatal injury.
Oh,
It
that's what
started
you get
off
for being
right.
fancy.
It started off right, it just didn't end right.
Casey tries to strap yourself to the bull with duct tape before it starts moving.
Nothing will break the holy duct tape.
Casey quickly grabs a roll of duct tape and frantically secures himself to the bull, hoping it will prevent them from being thrown off as it navigates the maze. As the bull starts riding, duct tape begins to give under the strain, causing Casey to lose their grip and get flung into a wall, resulting in fatal injury. That's why duct tape. Should have used Gorilla Tape.
Should have used Gorilla
Yeah.
Tape.
Mashed Potato tries to try and hold on for dear life.
That's fair. Simple, plain, to the point.
As the Mashed Potato clung to the mechanical bull, the wheels screeched beneath them. They felt their grip start to slip.
Uh-oh.
The maze walls blurred together in a maddening blur as the bull careened out of control, eventually sending Mashed Potatoes tumbling to the ground with a sickening thud. The crowd's cheers was replaced by stunned silence as Mashed Potato lay still, their lifeless body tangled in the bull's metal limbs.
I just love the idea of oh.
See, it's very biased.
I feel like there's been scenarios where we've made the prompt, but still lost the prompt.
Yeah.
I apparently cannot spell apocalypse.
Apocalypse. I already know what my next one's gonna be. Mario. Ready. You're trapped in a town during a zombie apocalypse and you just dropped the cure, shattering it. It's a turn of phrase, not actually you. Whatever.
Did it get you in trouble for using a euphemism?
Yeah.
Hilarious. see what we got. I try to lick the cure up off the floor, hoping to spread it by simply exhaling as I breathe. Eli's attempt to lick up the cure was a disastrous idea. As they breathed out, the tiny particles of the shattered vial were dispersed into the air, but it was too late. The airborne particles were immediately inhaled by the surrounding zombies, who then became more aggressive and fast-moving, ensuring Eli's demise. Oh boy.
Casey tries to gear up in night armor, ride a bicycle, and soak the cure up with a handy sponge to pick it up.
Where are you gonna get the knight armor?
Museum.
Oh, you.
This AI is very like.
It's
It
very
was a
particular.
futile endeavor. No, he hates me. As they awkwardly pedaled through the streets, the armor's weight and Sponge's awkwardness hindered their progress, allowing zombies to quickly close in. In the end, Casey's overwhelmed and devoured, their armor and Sponge useless against the relentless horde. Fuck
Cool.
this game.
I try to lick it up off the floor and run dodging zombies on the way to evac.
I love that you and I had the same idea in order to lick it up off the floor.
As I bent down to lick up the shattered cure, they accidentally knock over a nearby trash can, drawing the attention of a nearby horde of zombies. Despite their best efforts to dodge and weave through the undead, they are eventually overwhelmed and bitten on the leg. As the virus courses through their veins, mashed potatoes succumb to the infection, and their screams echo through the deserted streets. Though I should have been cured
because you did ingest. Although I guess it didn't.
Who else also licked it up? I did. Lick up the cure, then hop on a boat and travel to the nearby island, where I will make a farm and feed off the land and water. The attempt to lick the cure was futile, as the shattered glass made it impossible to salvage the remaining liquid. They hastily boarded a nearby boat, hoping to escape the chaos and find new hope on a nearby island. However, the boat was heavily damaged, and it come to the injuries and the spreading infection. Their dreams of a new farm and self-sufficiency lost forever at sea.
You managed to get into the boat, but you didn't get far.
No, I didn't.
Casey is selecting a scenario.
Can you make it so all of us at least survive one?
Bro, I can't even survive my own. Fuck this game.
Your luck has definitely not been on your side today.
Luck.
Wow.
Trapped in a burning building.
Why can't I do a prompt? What?
Did your game lag out?
It says waiting for other players.
Did it just not let you do a prompt?
It just didn't let me do. I did have to refresh the page at one point. Oh well.
Let's see
So
what
I don't
random
think
bullshit.
this game will work next time.
Yeah.
It is the last round.
It's already 7:30.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
think after this game we'll call it for the day.
I mean, we could do the card game we did last time.
I don't want this to be too long because I do have stuff to do tomorrow. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, a couple of us have lives, unfortunately.
What is life?
A series of days of existence in your sentience.
I try to use my water bending powers to put out the fires, saving the day. As Eli unleashes their water bending powers, the flame momentarily recedes, revealing the path to the stairwell. However, the intense heat and smoke prove too much to Eli, causing them to become disoriented and stumble. Do I fall down the stairs? Okay, good. In a
No.
desperate attempt to escape, Eli collapses, overcome by the inferno, and succumbs to the blaze. Even my water bending can't save me now!
Oof.
Casey tries to toss a mattress out the window, keep the door shut, and leap out the window. Casey tosses the matches out the window. They momentarily block the airflow, giving them a brief respite from the intense heat. However, the door they tried to keep shut begins to warp and crack under the pressure of the flames, and before they can make a dash to the window, it bursts open, engulfing them in a wall of fire. Casey's screams are drowned out by the roar of the inferno as they succumb to the flames.
I try to jump out a window, hoping for the firemen to rescue me. I bravely decide to jump out a window in hope of being rescued by the firemen below. Unfortunately, the fall was too high and they suffer critical injuries upon impact. The firemen are unable to reach them in time, but despite their efforts, they do not survive. I've only gotten one.
At least you got one.
Well,
That was a nightmare.
that was both
It
really
was interesting.
funny and really sad. But hey, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. But I think this would be a perfect time to call it for the evening.
The little guy fell off.
Thank you,
Oh, there I
everybody.
am.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, even if it was a little stupid. We will see you not next week, because things are happening next week, so we will not be streaming next week, but the week after. So we hope you guys have a fantastic 4th of July, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye!
Oh, wow.
Ah.